Adding a large board to the bandsaw's smaller fence is pretty common for resawing. I like using T-bolts to secure the wooden face to the fence because its thin head lets you use a small recess to secure the wood. That leaves plenty of material behind the T-bolt to keep the fence tight. To set this fence up, you just use a simple scale to set the fence to blade distance. Just make sure you're setting it to the inside edge of the blade. To use this kind of fence, you just hold the wood firmly against it and slowly move it across the blade. Notice that I'm using a push block to hold the wood. You want to keep your hand away from the blade area, even for this kind of cut. I always keep the push block before the cut, not after, because we don't want to push the kerf closed around the blade. With a little patience and a sharp blade, you get surfaces that need a little bit of planing to smooth them out. Even more popular is the resaw post that usually attaches directly to the bandsaw's fence. While most resaw posts are fully round like this one, some use a curved plate. The principle is the same. It's important that the center of the resaw post be aligned with the teeth on the blade because that's where the cutting action happens, and we want that pivot point aligned with the teeth. We have to carefully draw a cut line on the wood as we're going to follow that using the resaw post as a pivot point. The last thing is to set the resaw post so that when the wood is held against it, the cut line matches the blade. To make the cut, we hold the wood against the resaw post and steer the back end of the wood to guide that line into the blade. This takes a little bit of practice, but you get used to it really quick, and you can get some very good results using this post. And here are the pieces we just resawed. The surface needs a little bit of planing, but one pass through the planer should clean it up perfectly.